What's up, my Central Unit? It's the Central Man here. So it's been 1 year since I did an AEW topic video. It's about Sting versus Darby Allin, the potential dream match down the road for AEW. Still waiting, by the way. That video got views. It's the second most viewed video on this channel. The most viewed video on this channel is my review of the Incredible Hulk movie from 2008. That and the Sting Darby Allin video got about 2.1k views. I said to myself, holy shit, man. That is cool, but I haven't really done AEW topic videos ever since I did that video. Never. I do videos on AEW. I did reviews on AEW Dynamite and pay-per-views, but not like a single topic on AEW. I'm trying to do more of these videos down the road in the future because I like AEW. So in this video, by the way, I need a drink. My throat's a bit dry. 1 second, folks. Drinking water, by the way. This AEW topic video is all about Brian Cage. Wow. About his run in AEW. When AEW got Brian Cage, I was impressed, My first exposure to Brian Cage, in pro wrestling was in Impact Wrestling. Yeah, I saw bits and pieces of his matches, before he went to Impact Wrestling in the Indies, but not on a major wrestling company. He wrestled in the what was it called? Was it Pro Wrestling Guerrilla? That's PWG. He wrestled Lucha Underground. And then Impact Wrestling. He was X Division champion there, the Impact Wrestling World Champion there, and then he went to AEW. He debuted at the Double or Nothing pay-per-view. I think it was June of 2020. I think it was June, or it's May or June, when that Double or Nothing pay-per-view. It's always May or June. Anyway, that was during the whole COVID-19 pandemic. He competed in that casino ladder match. Winner faced the AEW World Champion at the time. That was Jon Moxley. Cage won that match. He would face Jon Moxley in a future AEW World Title match down the road. I think he fought Moxley. I'm guessing it might not be the Fighter Fest episodes of Dynamite. It might be Fights of the Fallen. It's one episode. It's one or the other. I'm trying to say. It might be the Fighter Fest episode of Dynamite or Fights of the Fallen episode of Dynamite. Yeah. He failed to capture the world title. He was hanging around with Taz, Team Taz with Hobbs and Ricky Starks and Hook, and Taz gave Brian Cage the FTW Championship, and they do nothing. Yeah, he was feuding with Sting and Darby Allin, and then he broke away from Team Taz, and ever since, he's not really doing anything. What's the last time he appeared on an episode of AEW Dynamite? It's been a long time. I'm gonna do another separate video in the future. It's similar to this one, but that'll be another topic for another time. This company, AEW, is so bloated with talent. That's the next topic video. That'll be in the future, by the way. It's so bloated. Like, wrestlers like Brian Cage is barely on TV. On Dynamite and Rampage. He's not gonna wrestle on AEW Dark. Sorry, I'm stumbling, but he's not gonna wrestle in Dark or Elevation. The YouTube shows for AEW, that's be done. Dark and Elevation, they're just their version of WWE Superstars and Main Event. That is Dark and Elevation. Superstars and Main Event. Anyway, so the point I'm trying to say, I think Brian Cage needs to leave AEW for this year. He's not doing anything, you know. He's irrelevant for this company. It's not a big shades on AEW. I like AEW, but I think he's not being utilized of his full potential. You know, he's not like going to be kicking on to become one of the biggest stars in the company or in the business. He's a yeah he, he was a star in Impact Wrestling. That was it. You know, I don't think he was a star in Lucha Underground. Like, I haven't really seen Lucha Underground. I've seen bits and pieces of it, but not like a full episode of it. Damn shame, but he should be like kicking on and like challenging, being in the main event spot, and he's not. And the whole Team Taz stuff with him, Taz, Hobbs, you know, that's Will Hobbs, Powerhouse Hobbs, Ricky Starks, and Hook. They're an afterthought. You know, the last main feud was against, their last main feud was against CM Punk without Brian Cage, but like with Brian Cage was against, I think it was Sting and Darby Allin. And they're losers, man. You know, and when Cage, as the FTW champion, he, the titles are relevant. You know, I think Jericho said on, I think it was an interview or a podcast that he said like the FTW championship is meaningless. He's bang on right. You know, yeah, he was the FTW champion. He barely defended it. He probably defended it once or twice, but not on a regular basis. You know, it's not. They don't really give it. It's under the sidelines. The company's more focused on the world title, the TNT championship, the women's title, the tag team championship, and now the TBS championship. It's just like a forgettable championship. You know, it's been around since the original ECW. Taz bring it back for the first time in 22 years. Give it to Cage, and then what? You know, he did nothing. You know, it's a typical like the wrestler, the championship makes the wrestler. That's not the case. I think I like Ricky Sparks. When he won that title because he could put some prestige in that title because sometimes the wrestler makes the belt, not the other way around. The belt makes the wrestler. No, it's the wrestler makes the belt. He's not. He's not kicking on that. He's not thriving on that. I don't think he's not a main eventer. He's not a mid-carder. Who he's in on the card? What is his position on the card? It's just like, wow. It's just like he's falling off the pecking order, man. I think he needs to get released. I heard like Big Swole's got released from AEW. We'll get to the talent part of AEW in a future video, but he needs to get away from the company. To who, what next? What company's gonna pick up Brian Cage? Not WWE. He might go to WWE, but I think it'll be the same position on the main roster. He might go down to NXT, the crappy version of NXT. I haven't seen NXT 2.0. I heard it's bad, but I might review some episodes down the road in the future. But he might be successful there, but in the main roster, Vince. I don't know. Vince likes big bodybuilder type wrestlers, but I think he still get lost in the shuffle. I don't think he will go to WWE. Ring of Honor. People say I don't believe. I think this is a catch. By the way, I did a video on Ring of Honor, going out of business in 2022. About what was that, a month ago, 2 months ago? I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be. Yeah, it said it's gonna be on. They're gonna have their hiatus in April. They're taking a break until April. The hiatus. After the final battle show. But there's a catch. That company. They said it's on hiatus, but it said it's on hiatus, but they released all the talent. I'm trying to say, but I'm not buying into it. New Japan, no. Return to Impact Wrestling, it's a maybe. You know, he's been Impact Wrestling before. This is the third time. The first run he was a contestant of that crappy Gut Check. You know, Gut Check is basically a tough enough ripoff. And then his second run was a bit successful. Like I said, he was, you know, X Division champion, world champion in that company. And then he went off to go to AEW. I don't. Might be a maybe. He might return to Impact Wrestling. Don't know. Maybe MLW or the NWA. Like I said, it's just a maybe, or maybe it's just like focus on something else. You know, I think he was a before he was a pro wrestler. I think he was a bodybuilder. I think he's. I think he's the only. I think he's the only sponsored. He's the only wrestler who's sponsored by Redcon One. I don't know. I think he's more focused on the fitness side of bodybuilding. You know, I don't know. He's got kids. I don't know. He's only 37. You know, he's 37 years old. He's still kind of. He can have what a few years down the road, but I don't know. You know, I think AEW wastes his full potential. It's in a bad way. You know, he could do a lot better, man. You know, if he's not challenging championships, put him in a main profile feud. Whether it's I don't know, man. It's the whole stuff with him versus Team Taz that was a bust. And then he's just relevant. He's just I don't know, man. He's not like he's losing matches. He's not like a jobber, but he's barely on TV. You know, it's just I think it was since September. So we're in January right now. We're nearly almost near February. So September, October, November, December, January. 5 months. 5 months. That is pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. You know, it's just like, he's good in the ring. Yeah, he's not known for his mic skills. He looks like he looks like Wolverine. He's got that Wolverine beard. He's like, why is his position in AEW? What is his main direction? Is he gonna win more titles with that company, or high-profile feuds? It's just like he needs to leave, man. I think leaving AEW will benefit for him. I feel like if he goes to whether he goes to WWE or AEW, I think he's there for the paycheck. Like I said, I'm not being negative towards AEW, but it's like they need to take care more of their wrestlers much well. Utilizing their full potential. Signing wrestlers left, right, and center is not doing them favors. Like I said, I'll do a future video on that. That's in the future, folks. But yeah, I think he needs to leave the company this year and just focus on whether next wrestling company journey for Brian Cage, whether it's WWE or not New Japan, or whether it's WWE, Return to Impact Wrestling, or MLW or NWA. Not New Japan. I don't think he'll go. I don't think he'll living in Japan. I don't know. I think he'll be he can get lost in the shuffle. He might do well. He might be successful, or maybe or Ring of Honor hiatus. But unless they sign new talent for until April, I don't know. But he might if they didn't have that release all the talent, or they're going on hiatus, maybe he might have a good run in Ring of Honor. I don't know. It's just like I think I'm gonna really let's call a spade a spade. I think Brian Cage's run in AEW has been a flop. He's been a massive flop since he got here. He had big plans, becoming a world champion. That's flopped. Be part of Team Taz. Didn't win a major feud. And now he's just relevant. Barely on TV. He might show up on an episode, a cooking video for AEW, with Brandy Rhodes. That's it. That's it. Simply, that's just it, man. It's just sad, man. I think they should treat him more respectful, using more on their programming. But unfortunately, I think, he's 37, man. He's gonna stay a few more years. Whether like I say, he's not gonna wrestle you know, on AEW Dark or Elevation. That'd be stupid, but yeah, man. Sorry, I'm contradicting myself, but I'm saying the same stuff. It's just like, I don't know. It's just tragic, man. You know, he's a good talent. You know, he deserved more better. You know, it's just wow. It's just wow. I keep saying wow much, but it's just what it is. So I'm gonna. That's my 2 cents on it, man. You know. What's your thoughts on Brian Cage running AEW? Leave your thoughts in the comments section below. Smash the like button, click the bell, subscribe to the channel for more wrestling videos and more. And this is Sentiment officially signing out. Check you later, folks. So.